What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Never Fail, and welcome back to the What Would Make COD Perfect for Me series, and we are going to discuss kill streaks. And for me, I'm pretty sure not very many people are going to agree with my ideas on this, and that's cool, but I hope to get across why I feel this way. Anyway, let's jump right into it because we don't have a whole lot of video to talk this over on. First and foremost, let me state that my favorite game in regards to the way the kill streaks worked out in Call of Duty was Call of Duty 4 and World at War. I like the 357 setup, but then you get into the customized kill streaks that came about in Modern Warfare 2, which I actually enjoyed the ability to customize the kill streaks, not be stuck with just 3 separate kill streaks. And then you get into the full-fledged score streak system, which was implemented in Black Ops 2, which I really enjoy. So the conundrum becomes, how do you combine the 3 of those and still fit into what my ideal kill streaks / score streak setup would be? And let's go ahead and say that for me, with the objective based game modes, I think the score streak system from Black Ops 2 is perfect. I believe it should stay exactly like it is, with the exception of kill confirmed, where I believe confirming your own kill should be worth 100 points, confirming somebody else's should be only worth 75. Since they are awarding 150 points, you get 50 points for the kill, 100 points for confirming your own kill, or you get 50 points for the kill and 75 for somebody else, 25 for somebody else confirming it. And I think that'll balance that out some, put more emphasis on confirming your own tags. TDM and free-for-all, I think that should go right back to just being kill streak based. I don't believe score streaks should go into that because it is strictly a killing game mode. That's the only objective. And for the OBJ game modes, I believe score streaks should stack the way they do in Black Ops 2. I do not believe kill streak kills should lead you to more kill streaks in TDM or free-for-all. Ideally, though, to try to implement score streak systems into the 357 type category, along with customizable categories or customizable kill streaks, I would like to see there be 3 separate tiers of point ranges. And you could start at 400 point range to 700 point range, and then 725 to 1025, and then 1050 to 1350 being the 3rd tier, and make it where a player has to select 1 streak from each tier. And there's a reason I say this. Don't get me wrong, I like running all high streaks when I get into a good lobby and just absolutely letting my streaks destroy the enemy team. But with that said, I prefer the more gun-on-gun aspect. I prefer not to always have super high streaks in the game for somebody running nothing but the 3 highest streaks, because oftentimes they don't get them, or when they do get them, all they do is kill the lobby. So I'd like to see that push back away from it, because I'd like to see Call of Duty go back to being more of the gun-on-gun as it was in Call of Duty 4 and in World at War, where if somebody's getting 100 plus, generally speaking, at least 65 to 75% of their kills were actually with guns or lethals, as opposed to at best 50%, and the rest of it being skills, score streaks. It takes skill to get the score streak, but it doesn't take skill for a score streak to kill the enemy. Now, another conundrum you run into with that is you risk, you kind of screw over a player who's only wanting to run nothing but the 3 lowest streaks or what have you, because maybe their skill level's not up there. But I don't see that being a huge issue, personally, because I know as I was starting to get into Call of Duty, it felt very rewarding when I was able to actually hit the dogs on World at War, or hit the chopper on Call of Duty 4. It was very, very rewarding feeling. So I think that's cool to leave that out there, and they can run the lowest one in the 3rd tier. Now, with the tier 1, I do not believe there should be very many lethal streaks in there. I'd like to see the UAV starting at like 400 points. Throw the SAM turret back in there. I'd love to have that back. I'd like to see the care package in there, but the care package should be exclusive streaks to the care package only, similar to how the death machine was in Black Ops 1, where you could only get it out of the care package. I'd like to see it where the care package does not reward you with high streaks like dogs and all that shit. I'd like to see the Guardian come back. I think the Guardian has a very tactical, place in the game. I'd like to see the counter UAV always and forever. And then, you could throw a couple of lethals in there. right there at the very top line of it, make them like 650, 700 points. Maybe do the Hellstorm and Napalm. I'd love to see Napalm return. Then you can jump into tier 2, and this is where you start to get into more of a lethal kill streak load up, being, you know, like the Sentry gun, the Black Ops 1 or 2 version, because it's by far been the most effective of all the Sentry guns. You could throw the Dragonfire in there, even though I don't think it's a great streak. You know, you could throw the Lightning Strike in there because it's great. It's better than the Mortar Team or the Airstrike ever was. You could throw the Emergency Airdrop back in there, but maybe make it where the 4 care packages give you 1 care package exclusive streak, 1 from tier 1, 1 from tier 2, and then maybe a random, and make it where it can't be re-rolled. You can throw the AGR back in there. You can throw the Stealth Chopper in this category, throw the Chopper Gunner from Black Ops 1 in this category, and then throw the VSAT SR-71 in there. And then you can jump into tier 3 and kind of throw some of the more powerful ones, your EMP, your Escort Drone, because I do love the Escort Drone. It's a beastly streak. Your Strafe Run, your Dogs, your Swarm, your AC-130, your Osprey Gunner. You know, all those good, very, very powerful streaks could all be in tier 3. And don't get me wrong, I know this isn't really the perfect setup. It's just that kind of an example of the direction I'd like to see the score streaks, you know, / kill streaks go in. And I guess for, you know, TDM or free-for-all, you can make it kill streak tier based. But like I said, for me personally, I just like to see it get kind of similar to being how it was in Call of Duty 4 and World at War, where you had a run of 3, a 5, and a 7. I like having customized, and I like having score streaks, so just have it where there's 3 tiers. You have to pick 1 from each tier and roll with it. Because, I mean, there's nothing fun about sitting there watching a video of somebody destroying with the Lodestar and then turning that into the VTOL warship. I mean, it's not entertaining. I'm sure it's fun for them when they're doing it, but if you've watched very many of my videos, you know I don't necessarily care to run any type of streak that I had to actually control for the most part, other than maybe like the Hellstorm or the Predator missile, mainly because it takes me away from the game, and I like to stay right there in the game. Don't like having to keep jumping into something and praying to God that I don't die. And there's always room to improve upon it, but for me, mostly, like I said, I would just like to see 3 separate tiers and put mostly non-lethals in 1 tier, and then start to work your way up toward the more powerful lethal streaks, with the most powerful ones being in tier 3. And then you can have a non-lethal in each, which is why I left the Orbital VSAT in tier 2 and the EMP in tier 3. And that's really about it. Like I said, I don't necessarily care for the people that try to go into the game running all the high streaks and they never hit them because they don't really help the team, because they keep getting buzz killed here or there, when if you look at it, instead of them running Orbital, VSAT, you know, Chopper Gunner and Dogs or whatever, if they would have been running, say, Napalm, Stealth Chopper, and Orbital VSAT, they could have really helped the team out a lot. But that's neither here nor there in regards to what makes it fun for you. It's just how I would like to see it go. I just want to see it where there's still customization, there's still score streak involved, but you don't have somebody just absolutely spamming kill streaks the entire game. And it's not a war against pub stomping. I have no issue with pub stompers. I really don't. Just don't try to play the game off when you're playing a bunch of idiots. Don't try to play it off like you're some kind of monster when you're probably a really good player, but you're still destroying a bunch of idiots. So that's about it. Not a whole lot more to talk to. I know I got the creator class one I'm going to be doing here shortly. I'm probably going to go get something to drink, come back and record the creator class commentary, and then I'll have the perks. I'm going to try to knock that one out while I'm off, but that's going to be a long one. I have a video already for it. I just got to put the commentary on it, because that one requires a lot of thoughts into how to balance the perks. So leave your comments. Tell me I'm an idiot if you think this is the dumbest idea you've ever heard. God knows that I've thought of some really dumb ones in my day, so I won't be offended. And hope you enjoyed it. I thank you for watching. I think the final score on this game was 39-12. I could have got the 40th kill, but I failed. I was unable to get my dogs because I think I got buzz killed off of them twice from stupid shit. One of them when I had a VSAT up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.